This video is about kernels. As you know already, we have the Net, the Pro and the Advanced ISO. And the Net ISO, if you boot that one up, you get the option, let's see, CD-ROM. You get the option to have the Linux kernel and the Zen kernel. So Arch Wiki Linux kernels, and you read what it's all about. The goal is that when you boot up, in the beginning already, when you start up, the right kernel is launched for your hardware. There are trillions of pieces out there of machinery, right? Motherboards, network cards, graphical drivers, all kinds of things. And each of these kernels give support to different bits and pieces of your hardware. So you decide what's going to work, because one of the things that would be really a hassle is if you don't have internet and you want to download something, advanced installation, that won't work, right? So that's going to go for an easy installation, then you don't need the internet, that's one. But you can also select one of those, right? This is an option, the Linux kernel, the Zen kernel. Okay, that's ArcoNet. Then you can say, maybe there's another kernel that's going to work for me. Same thing. Let's have a look here. Here we have also an option. Linux kernel is always going to be there, but there is the LTS option. So why not try that one and see if that's the issue? And then you know already, okay, I'll have to go to the LTS kernel for this machine. You type a sticker and you put a sticker on your machine and say, that's going to be an LTS kernel. That's going to be a Zen kernel. That gives me, personally, on that machine, the best stability. Plasma, same thing, two choices. We give you two choices to manage your hardware and all the pieces. That's on your motherboard, for example. Cache OS and the Linux kernel, right? So it's always an option to do either of them. And if you boot up, and that's entirely your choice, right? If you boot up, I think this one is installed, then voila, you have two kernels. You are booting up with a kernel, you'll see which one it is, and there's immediate choice if you like. You can keep it as a failsafe, which is also not a bad idea. So okay, I'll take two kernels, but there is a possibility. So if you type kernel or kernels, there is a possibility to say remove, and remove all kernels but the Linux. Remove all kernels but the Linux cache OS. Remove all kernels but the Linux LTS. Remove all kernels but the Linux Zen. That's a script that works, that's fine, it's good. There's the AKM, which is an application GUI written by Fennec, right? And we can do the same things, right? We have a Linux kernel that's on. You see, that's on here. Linux LTS can be installed. That's the latest one. I just saw a message online because of my XXX, right? I don't know what it was again. I had to downgrade from 6.12 to 6.5. Whatever, right? Whatever. As long as it works, that's your hardware. So I don't know. You just go and click here something, right? So 6658, sometimes I do a joke and I get the one from 666, right? You know, number of the devil. But it's it, that's it. Choose whatever kernel you want. He's gonna downgrade this now. So that's another thing you can do in the kernel, downgrade the kernel, right? Make sure that it works on your machine, because all these kernels are different. Why are they releasing tons of kernels? Because each time there is a difference. For some parameters that are extra or are gone, and voila, and you're stuck in a machine where you say, I don't have this, I don't have that. Kernel install completed. Let's see the number, 6658. Okay, close, quit. And if you type kernel, we get two of them. When we reboot, and it's entirely up to you to investigate. 1, which kernel. 2, which version. And let the machine do the rest. You can edit and have a look. So we're gonna echo loading Linux LTS. It's set to LTS. If not, then you remember, go to advanced and you go to, that's the Linux kernel, that's the LTS fallback, that's the LTS, escape, that's LTS. So Linux kernels are there for your safety, for your convenience. Do I need them? No. All my hardware gets the Linux kernel, right? I don't need the Linux LTS, the Zen, the Ardent, the Xenol, the mainline. There are so many Linux kernels out there. So yay, Linux, right? You can start building your own Linux kernels, and in the AOR, so this is still all very much, you can maybe better to this one, Linux minus. So Linux minus, Xenol, main, there are so many. So this is all Arch, and if you scroll up till you are at, it's quite a long list. So shift page up is quicker, already at the top. Voila, here we are. So there's Linux G14, there is RC, there is LQX. I mean, the CacheOS are there, AMD is there. So there's so much that you can install, that you can build, right? That's AOR. And there's that. So we're booting up NeoFetch or fast fetch. Either will do if installed. Not a bloated ISO at all, right? So this is ArcoNet. It doesn't have anything, well, not anything. There's no Vivaldi. There is no GIMP. There is no Inkscape, Melt. Nothing is there. The key bindings are here, so it's up to you to install. In this case, Pacman -S. Fast fetch, why not? NeoFetch is still working, so if you like that, use that. There we are. So we got ourselves a Linux LTS kernels, and the remove thing again, right? I can do it with AKM. We've done AKM, right? That's this one. The ArcoLinux kernel manager. Fine, if you prefer a GUI, go for the GUI and click on Linux LTS kernel or the Linux kernel, right? Remove the Linux kernel, but you can also remove the Linux one that we had installed somewhere down here in the list. Here he is. It's all blue, right? That one, 58. Click, it's gone. But let's show the remove one as well. So remove what? All kernels but the Linux. So the LTS has to go. Watch out. Are you sure? Do you want it? Do you agree? Yes, I'm sure. Please remove. And anything but Linux kernel is gone, right? Of course, we take the official list. There's no yay from AOR. There's no kernel from AOR that we're going to remove. It's the official ones. Here you see the official ones, right? And what we add is the Xenol, which is from time to time coming up like in projects of ALCI. We've explained to you how to create an ISO with the Linux Xenol kernel. CacheOS RT is official. Take a look at the ArcoLinux wiki. So basically it's this Linux, and that's it. That's all the official ones. RT is there, Zen is there, LTS is there, Hardened is there. So don't talk about the hardened one. CacheOS is there because of our repo. It's on our repo, not on Arch. And those are the choices, and those are the things we remove then, and just keep the Linux kernel. So a short video about kernels. It matters what you choose, and it starts already at the installation, right? But afterwards, per PC, per laptop, right, you need to figure out which is for me the best one, and not only the best kernel, but the best version, as it was told to me this morning by a user who says, I want to have X application and I have to downgrade really long time ago, 6.5, 6.6, something like that, and then everything works. So he's not gonna update his kernels, and it will be happy, right? There's no need for you to update kernels unless, right, you need the support. You bought something very, very new and there's no support yet on Linux kernel, then yes, right? You need to follow the code the guys are writing on kernel.org if you want to follow the website kernel.org. Alright, cheers, have fun playing and figuring out about kernels. ArchWiki, read a lot. Cheers.